Hey Seeker, I'm Bronya from Wild Lotus Tarot, and I do believe this is the first time that we are meeting face to face. I've wanted to give this face to camera thing a go for a little while, guys, but I had been putting it off, and the main reason is because I'm really shy. It's kind of out of character for an Aries. I do find myself in these positions where I need to step up and lead at times. However, my moon is in Scorpio and I like to go deep and be really reflective, and that's obviously where my intuitive side comes out as well. So it is an edge for me to do this. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I feel like it's easier for me to create a connection with you guys. I want to get to know you better, and I want you also to understand me when I'm reading better, my mannerisms, and of course my accent. I am from New Zealand, that closest country to Antarctica. There's not that many of us. I have a mixed accent because I've also lived in the UK and now in Australia for long stints of time as well. And yeah, I just really wanted to do it this way. And you know, I always say that the definition of transformation is to find your edge of discomfort and continuously meet it. So Seeker, this is how I am meeting it for you. I'm not saying I'm going to do it like this every time, but let's see if we like the new format. And I'm really enjoying my YouTube studio that I've set up here in my spare room, because until now I've just been operating on my coffee table in the lounge. It's not that comfortable. So here we are, let's give it a go, and really pleased to meet you in person. Hi there Pisces, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for November 9th through to the 15th. Pisces, let's see what's on the cards for you today. We're getting started with the Work Your Light Oracle here from Rebecca Campbell. As you all know, if you've been following me for a while, this is my favourite oracle deck. So let's see what the overarching message or theme is for you for the week. Align your life, Pisces. What is not aligned or needs to change? So this is a really big theme on the collective at the moment, and many of us have kind of gone through this realization this year of what is truly meaningful, right? We've gone through a crazy year. It's been a wild ride, and it's really highlighted, you know, what may be missing from your life, what may be in your life that is not working. And also many of us have gone through different consciousness shifts, and when that happens, Pisces, naturally things start to fall away that are not aligned. So you might be making some key decisions to release, to change, to move on towards things that are far greater aligned with your Dharma, with your purpose, Pisces. So interesting message there. Let's go to the Moonchild Tarot now, and I'll be drawing you an overarching tarot energy before we get out the aspects with the Rider-Waite. So let's see what we have here, Pisces, for you. Here it goes. I have got Divine Wisdom. Now this is an extra major arcana in this particular tarot deck here, Pisces, and it really says that maybe, you know, this is a bit of a predestined time for you to be stepping into your wisdom, into your destiny. And also it says that, you know, maybe Source is trying to send you some signs here. So do pay attention to the angel numbers, the synchronicities in your life, and also your own intuition. And you've probably heard me saying this many times before, that accessing our intuition is about dropping out of the ego mind, out of our thoughts and into the body, and in particular the heart. Now we do that by taking you know, rest, time in nature, time to ourselves, and a pause from the busyness of our business. And that's how we access it, right? When we say that a tarot reading or a conversation with friends and family resonates, what we mean is that it actually echoes back to us what we know to be true, you know, on a cellular level in our body. Okay, let's go to the tarot aspects now here, Pisces. I'll be starting with the energy of the recent past. Energies leaving, completing, transitioning in your life. What you may be journeying, Pisces. And if you know me, I don't like to choose the cards. I generally allow them to present themselves. The single card is the Seven of Pentacles. That makes absolute sense. You've arrived at this time, Pisces, where you're not entirely happy with what you're getting back from the efforts that you have put into an area of your life. I am now drawing for you the current or focus energy because it is justice time. It is time to bring this into karmic balance and make the modification that's needed in your life to step in a new direction, which is the direction of your purpose. I have got the World. Biggest card of karmic completion in the tarot. I've got the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's going to be important not to step backwards, not to go back into the fear, not allow fear to hold us back from this, Pisces. So let me get the clarifiers out. Just grabbing my clarifying deck here, the Star Child Tarot. Clarifying for you first the Seven of Pentacles, Pisces, in that recent past position. There we go. The Lovers, card of Gemini in the Major Arcana, and the Chariot, card of Cancer in the Major Arcana. So you have now got 4 out of 5 Major Arcana on the table. Clarifying justice for you now in the current or focus energy, Pisces. With justice, oh my goodness. I have never seen double justice here, as in justice, clarifying justice. That is very, very powerful right there. Wow, Pisces, this is going to be big. And the Emperor, card of Aries in the Major Arcana. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7 Major Arcana. Guess what's at the bottom of this deck here? The powerful Ace of Swords. This is a breakthrough for you, a breakthrough into victory. What is your victory? A unique opportunity to step into your power, to align your life. Wow. I love this, Pisces. I feel like I don't even really need to know where to start here. Okay, let's start with these two. Okay, Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles in the recent past. By the way, here is Judgment showing itself to me as well. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. You have been working hard. I think that you have been really invested in the areas of your life, Pisces. The Seven of Pentacles is somebody who does put in the time, effort, and energy, the blood, sweat, and tears, has tended to their pentacles. Now, pentacles generally, it's our physical resources. This could be your career. It could be your commitments, which does include relationship. It could be building, a sense of security and comfort for yourself. But there is a sense here that you have arrived at a point where either it's not satisfying for you anymore, or it's not giving you anything back. You're not getting the receivership, you're not getting that return on investment for what you have actually put into it. And that's why we see this person here in the Seven of Pentacles, almost looking a little bored or a little over it, or having a realization that, hey, if I carry on like this, I'm either going to burn out, or maybe I'm going to move away from my purpose and maybe become a little unhappy. And maybe that is the realization of the Ace of Swords. Maybe that is the breakthrough. But ultimately, the Ace of Swords really is an indication that it's time for you now to follow truth. The Ace of Swords can be a revelation of truth, and it's about now moving into a place where you can claim your victory. Now, what is your victory in this reading, Pisces? It is aligning your life. What needs to change? What do you need to bring justice to? And it could be something quite big in your life with double justice here. I'm feeling like you might need to release yourself from a long-term career or a long-term relationship in order to have this new beginning, this profound new beginning here that I see with the Ace of Swords. It's a very, very powerful energy here. Now, Pisces, look at this. The Lovers and the Chariot. Now, it's so interesting here because the Lovers can indicate that maybe it's time to move on from a partnered situation. However, before the Lovers was known as really just to be that card of soulmates and twin flames, it was the card of choice. big decisions around matters of the heart. So Pisces, I really feel that you're going to be facing a really, really profound decision, whether to move on or not from this situation. But with the World, with double justice in the spread here, I'm feeling major karmic completion and a change that maybe will be upon you before you know it. And if we don't change and move with that energetic flow, that's when we can start to experience that tower energy. The Chariot is a real card of moving forward, and it is also a card of victory. In fact, you have 3 cards of victory here with the World, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. So it says that you have a victory to be claimed by moving forward, something greater than where you are now. And what I notice in this particular version of the Chariot here, Pisces, is that unicorn is just, riding off into the sunset with freedom and great liberation. So that's really what I feel that you are claiming, happiness, that alignment. And this card here talks about moving forward at pace when you are 100% congruent and in alignment with your own decision. The rider version of this card shows a black and a white sphinx, and they're pulling the stone chariot but slightly in different directions, and it stands for our duality, our being in two minds, our indecision. And it's just the matter of making that choice of the lovers to bring this to completion, to move on, to move forward, whatever it is for you. And that's when there's just no stopping this unicorn, no stopping your chariot, and it's moving on to victory. Now, the Chariot does talk about leaving a sense of home or a comfort zone in order to make this transition. And I think that's why, it's so difficult for many people to move on, because even though we might be in a relationship where we feel like it might be past its use by date, there might be arguing and that kind of thing, it becomes our comfort zone. It's still the known. And it's really, really, tricky to move on and to face, the destination that we don't really know where we're moving into. Same about a career, even though it might not be delivering in terms of, money and promotion and that sort of thing. It's a known, and we know how much money we're getting every week. We maybe like our colleagues. It's an easy commute. Whatever, it's just become our norm, and it's the change that can be intimidating for us. But there's only victory to be claimed in this reading here. I'm really sensing, Pisces. Look at this. I probably only need to hold up one. Take that Ace of Swords and use it. You've felt the truth. You've known it to be true in your heart, and now you're being asked, Pisces, to make the decision to bring justice to a situation. Now, justice comes into a spread when a change or modification needs to happen to bring those karmic scales back into balance. So you might have even gone through a situation where you're quite hard done by. Somebody might have even been taking advantage of you with that Seven of Pentacles, taking advantage of your hard work, your good nature, your overgiving in a relationship or business. So Justice says it's time for things to come back into alignment. There's a big change that needs to happen here. These are the cards of Libra. You may be dealing with a Libra, very, very strong Libra energy in this reading. But again, I notice the stance of victory, holding that sword of power and kind of making that resolution to yourself, resolution that, I'm going to draw a line in the sand between myself and what's not in alignment. It's time to cut yourself free, right? Because we are, clearing the energetic space for the new to come in. So it's very, very powerful energy. There is a victory to be claimed. For some of you, this will be legal proceedings. It can be legal divorce, separation, property agreements, seeking legal counsel, getting out your work contract, seeing what your rights are, and that kind of thing. So for some of you, this will be legal matters as well. And Pisces, it's really, really time to shut the door. The World is the last major arcana that says you've actually arrived. You have had all the karmic learnings that you need to out of the situation. So you can actually feel, really good about going with effortless flow, through That's the turning hoop and into your next karmic cycle. Yeah, there might be some vulnerability. You know, this person's naked here, standing for the fact that, you know, sometimes we feel a little stripped bare of an identity when we leave jobs, relationships, friendships, maybe a physical location for some of you. But that is life, isn't it? And, you know, through feeling into our vulnerability, we're also accessing our great power. But it says you've made it to the end. This is huge, huge cyclic completion, and it really, it's final when the world comes into a reading. Now, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor here. Don't let the fear hold you back. Four of Pentacles can be, you know, I don't want to let go. You know, I'm guarding my heart. I know there's going to be maybe some pain, maybe some grieving. We always grieve for what we let go of. There's a sense here of, you know, wanting to hang on. However, you know, we really don't get to the next stage when we do that. And sometimes when we hang on to a situation too long, as I mentioned before, that's when the universe says, well, if you don't do it, Pisces, I will. And here's a tower, you know, I'll push your tower over. So we want to make sure that we're operating, you know, like the Emperor. And the Emperor is the energy of Aries, is somebody who is taking the bold steps by bringing justice to a situation in order to shape their world, their reality, their life, how they want it, rather than allowing it to just happen to them, right? So that's what the Emperor is, and it's time to make those strategic, calculated decisions to move forward and empire build in, you know, a new direction on a new solid foundation, one that is in alignment with your dharma, your purpose, where you truly want to go with your life now, Pisces. So it's massive cyclic completion here. There's a sense of, you know, divine wisdom trying to speak through to you, maybe trying to get your attention and say, hey, you know what, you've heard the truth, you've felt it, there's a victory to be claimed, now come on, just finish it, bring the justice to it, and then step through into your next aligned chapter, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, I am going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading, keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, so it won't be everybody's message this week. If you're called to share, please do leave me a comment. I can still read them all, and I reply to pretty much all of you as well. Love getting to know you guys, connecting with your energy, and seeing what you're journeying on the collective, and I will see you back here for another reading next week. Bye for now.